This is Andrew. He's a SOC analyst with several years of experience. This is Dropzone AI. Dropzone's AI SOC analyst replicates the techniques of expert analysts to autonomously investigate security alerts. I'm going to show you a real security alert investigation that's roughly 30 minutes of activity compressed down to just a couple of minutes. On the bottom, Andrew is going to investigate this alert using manual methods. On the top, you're going to see the same investigation done by Dropzone AI. Dropzone uses the same tools and methods, but the investigation is completely autonomous with no human action required. Both Dropzone and both Andrew and Dropzone AI are going to investigate the same alert. It's an alert from Azure Sentinel for multiple failed logins. Both Andrew and Dropzone AI are going to form hypotheses about why the alert might be benign or malicious activity, then gather information to test those hypotheses. This involves using tools like IP info to enrich IP addresses, and making queries into Microsoft Sentinel, Microsoft Defender for Cloud Apps, and DataDog, as well as business systems like Google Workspace. Dropzone AI is able to do this type of information gathering in parallel, so it is much faster than Andrew. In addition, Dropzone AI is pre-trained to expertly use these tools, so never has a problem crafting expert queries. Andrew is good, but sometimes he has to think a bit to remember how to best write the queries. We've overlaid an indicator to show how Andrew and Dropzone are progressing in these tasks. You can see that Andrew has to use each tool in sequence. He has to manually write the queries to pull the information, but he also has to spend some time correlating this information to produce investigative findings. Dropzone not only gathers the information, but also correlates it and produces findings autonomously. This type of autonomous reasoning is something that's now possible thanks to generative AI. After just 7 minutes of real time, Dropzone has reached a conclusion that this is a benign alert, a false positive. Even though the user did have multiple failed logins, they were able to eventually sign in successfully using MFA with the same IP address and user agent that they normally use to log in across different consoles. Meanwhile, Andrew is still gathering context to create findings. You can see why Tier 1 SOC analyst work is so repetitive. An average SOC analyst does this dozens of times a day, and nearly all of the investigations result in false positives. Dropzone can free up resources so that skilled humans like Andrew can focus on the potential incidents that Dropzone identifies, work that's a lot more interesting and valuable to the organization.